Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Well, it's that spooky time of year again at Walt Disney World. The time where the Magic Kingdom lets the fog roll in, unleashes those Disney villains, and gives you a little trick with a little treat. But don't worry, it's not so very scary. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is happening right now on select nights at Magic Kingdom until October 31st. Not only is this one of the only times that everyone regardless of age can dress up as their favorite Disney characters, there's so many other unique opportunities that can only be experienced at the Halloween party. From the time you enter the park until you leave, it's a blast the entire time. So today we're going to give you the rundown of the 2018 party, including some important tips, and count down the top 10 must-dos at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Number 10. You need to arrive early. On party nights, Magic Kingdom closes at 6 p.m., and the actual party doesn't begin until 7 p.m., but if you have a ticket to the event, you're able to get into the park at 4 p.m. They'll give you a colored wristband so cast members know which guests are going to the party, and you're able to enjoy the park for a few hours before the event even starts. These attractions listed here, including the Jungle Cruise and Enchanted Tales with Belle, are not open for the party, so getting there early allows you to get on these attractions until 6 p.m. Plus, you're able to go on all the other attractions at the park. But you may want to hold off on a few of them until the Halloween overlays begin that evening. But those are going to be discussed a little later on. If you find yourself at Magic Kingdom during the day but also have a party ticket, you can get a wristband from one of the 3 locations in the park and don't need to enter through the front gates. But after you get your wristband, I do suggest heading down to Main Street to officially kick off the party. It really sets the Halloween mood with many photo opportunities, including cast members with some of the Main Street vehicles on display. Number 9. Trick-or-treating is a must-do during the Halloween party, and there's no shortage of candy. The entrance for Halloween party guests is through Market Street, or what most people know as the Main Street Bypass. Here you'll find many photo pass opportunities, including spooky statues of your favorite Disney characters, but most importantly, this is where you get your first dose of candy. Cast members hand out bags to each guest, and then you receive a little candy starter pack. The Market Street is the first treat location open and ready for guests that arrive at 4 p.m., and this one closes at 8 p.m. All other 13 treat locations aren't usually open until closer to 7 p.m., and they remain open all night. It's really easy to spot the treat signs all around the park, and they're also listed on the park map. A few of the attractions like Country Bear Jamboree, Mickey's PhilharMagic, and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor have candy trails where you get to walk through the closed attraction. Here at Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, you can explore the theater while Roz watches over you. She's always watching. Then as you exit, there's another treat station. There's a variety of candy and chocolate at each station, and who knows, you may even get some applesauce. But be prepared to get a lot of candy at the Halloween party. Number 8. As part of the new experiences for 2018, a few attractions received a spooky Halloween overlay. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the attractions that received a Halloween overlay, and this overlay involves live actors. Throughout the attraction, beginning in the queue, you learn that you're now on the hunt for
Gunpowder Pete. Listen, if you see that Gunpowder Pete, don't talk to him. Don't touch him, don't look at him. What you doing now, girl? You will get busted.
Then, as you're heading into the load station, you're greeted by another pirate who gives you a better idea of what Gunpowder Pete looks like.
He be a very, very bad man. Just tell me where he is, and I will speak a word with you.
Now, while on the ride, we're used to seeing animatronic pirates on top of the bridges. But keep an eye out for Gunpowder Pete on the bridge before the burning town scene.
Any heroes on board? Let me see it. You're heroes, that's great. You'll be the first to walk the plank. I'm Gunpowder Pete, after all. The greatest pirate you'll ever meet. You're never gonna catch me. You're never getting that reward either. Off with it.
Aside from Pete, the physical ride hasn't changed at all. But since this is the first year of this overlay, I think there's a lot of opportunity to further enhance this experience in years to come. Now, these overlays don't switch over until right at 7 p.m., and usually the attraction does go down for a few minutes for the changeover to happen. The ride had longer waits at the beginning of the party, but they definitely did die down during the course of the night. Number 7. Nothing says Halloween more than the spookiest attraction at Magic Kingdom. The Haunted Mansion isn't listed as having a special Halloween overlay since nothing inside the attraction has changed, but there's enough happening on the outside to warrant a visit. The ambiance of the colored lighting on the Haunted Mansion really gets you into that spooky Halloween spirit. Fog fills the entire atmosphere from Madame Leota's tombstone to the pet cemetery with our friend Mr. Toad, and a couple of the comical ghosts from the ride escaped and can now be found on the front lawn interacting with guests.
Ah, Madame Renata.
My butler, Green.
What was that?
Are you Gunpowder Pete?
Whatever. Gunpowder Pete. Gunpowder Pete is the man, mister. I just won't let you know.
It's a nice little added touch worth experiencing that gets you right in that Halloween spirit. Number 6. Another new Halloween overlay was added to the Mad Tea Party. This overlay includes a pretty funky lighting system along with a cool new soundtrack. There's a variety of songs and each seems to have a separate lighting design, which makes the experience slightly different every time you ride. This attraction overlay actually reminded me a lot of alien swirling saucers at night, and whether you actually ride it or just watch, it's a fun new little spin on a classic Disney ride we've known for decades. Number 5. The last of the Halloween attraction overlays is on Space Mountain. Now, the attraction is pretty dark, but there's usually hints of light on the lift hill and through the tunnels. Now, imagine what Space Mountain would be like if you closed your eyes for the entire ride. Well, that's exactly what this Halloween overlay is like. All the lights are turned off. No space tunnel, no shooting stars, nothing. On a regular day, the coaster feels much faster than it actually is, but with the light completely absent from the entire ride, it feels even faster for some reason. It's definitely a thrilling experience, and there's even a new soundtrack to go along with the ride. Out of the 3 new attraction overlays, if you only had time or wanted to pick just one, I'd definitely say go with Space Mountain. And for a popular thrill ride, the waits were fairly reasonable as well, only averaging about 20 minutes. Number 4. The Disney character meet and greets are a big part of the Halloween party, and there's 2 different ways to meet your favorite Disney pals. One way is through the dance parties. If you're traveling with the little ones, Fantasyland is home to the Storybook Circus Disney Junior Jam, and that's new for 2018.
Disney Junior Jam, make some noise out there.
You'll get to groove to the beat with some of your favorite Disney Junior characters. Moving over to Tomorrowland, you'll find the monstrous Scream-O-Ween Ball at the Tomorrowland stage. Here you're able to bust a move with characters from Monsters, Inc., including Sully and the one and only Mike Wazowski. Both dance parties go continuously until 12 a.m. Now, dozens of character meet and greets can be found all night long, and these are extremely popular experiences. Most of the meet and greets start right at 7, but a few do start earlier for the more popular characters. This includes Moana, who meets in the Tiki Room, the 7 Dwarfs, who meet at Pete's Silly Sideshow, and the most popular being Jack and Sally, who meet at the Liberty Square Gazebo. You can begin lining up well before 7 p.m. for these popular characters, especially Jack and Sally, who seem to start meeting as early as about 5 p.m. By this time, the line for Jack and Sally extended out to the entrance of Adventureland, and it was about a 2.5-hour wait. So definitely go there first if that's on your bucket list of things to do. If you're unsure of where and when to line up, a cast member is always around to answer your questions as well. Later in the evening, all the characters in general had much shorter waits, so that's also an option for you as well. Be sure to check the map for character locations, and the My Disney Experience app also gives you the specific location of which characters are meeting where. Number 3. With a catchy theme song and your favorite spooky and villainous Disney characters, Mickey's Boo-to-You Halloween Parade is a quintessential Disney Halloween experience. Each night gives you 2 opportunities to catch the parade. once at 9:15 and then at 11:15. Generally, the first parade is a bit more crowded than the second parade, but on a less busy night, you can probably expect light crowds at the first parade as well. If you do have your heart set on a specific spot, I'd suggest getting there at least 15 to 20 minutes before, especially since you don't want to miss the Headless Horseman. He makes an appearance just before the parade starts, but do note if the ground is wet, they won't send him out. But if he doesn't appear in the first parade, there's always the possibility that he may come out for the second. Now, the Boo-to-You Parade is a lot of fun. It features over 100 performers, you get to see some rare characters like the hyenas from Lion King, Pain and Panic from Hercules, and there's some pretty cool floats. My favorite has to be the Haunted Mansion segment, which is led by the spark-producing gravediggers, then followed by those hitchhiking ghosts. Number 2. The Happy HalloWishes fireworks show light up the sky every night at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at 10:15 p.m. Unlike the other entertainment offerings for the evening, there's only one showing of HalloWishes, so you'll need to schedule your night accordingly if you want to see the show. The crowds for HalloWishes aren't nearly as bad as the crowds you might be used to for Happily Ever After, so that's definitely a plus. There's usually plenty of room for you to get around to find that perfect spot, and you don't need to worry about showing up more than 10 to 15 minutes before the show to get a good spot. HalloWishes is filled with some fun Disney villain music, projections, and colorful fireworks, which are also set off around the perimeter of the hub. It isn't something you see in a typical Disney fireworks show, so you don't want to miss HalloWishes. Number 1.
Sisters are back!
The Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular is one of the best shows the Castle Stage has ever seen. With 3 performances every night at 8:30, 10:45, and 12 a.m., there's many opportunities to catch all your favorite Disney villains and the Sanderson sisters in this wicked celebration.
I have never seen so many frightful friends in one place. This is what it feels like to be popular. Yes.
I'd say all 3 shows are equally as busy, but if you do go to the 12 a.m. show, it does technically extend your time at the park since the party ends at 12 a.m. The show will have you dancing and singing along, and it's a great way to end your night at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So, have you been to the party before? And do you plan on going this year to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? What are you most looking forward to seeing? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching! Click the TPM icon on the screen to subscribe to this channel, and check out some of these other videos which we're sure you'll like.